It is time to get out of your way. It is only 2 months till the end of the year, and it's the middle of holiday season. And your job is pushing you to do those last couple projects before the end of the year. And you're getting ready for family and friends. But do you ever stop and wonder, what happened to those goals you set for yourself at the beginning of the year? I know what some of you will say. You will say, life happened. But I'll say, it's not life that happened. You is what happened. You got into your own way. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 4 ways we self-sabotage ourselves to keep us from our goals. And then I will also show you through 2 examples of how we reframe our self-sabotaging behavior to make us feel good about ourselves, and so that we can sabotage ourselves again. Hi, my name is Alana, and not too long ago, I looked like I had it all together, but in actuality, I was a complete mess. So just like you, I scoured the internet looking for the best ways to improve my life. So on this channel, I give you the best tips and tricks to improve your life. And if you like the sound of that, click on that little subscribe button down below. Did you do it? Good. Now back to the video. There are 4 self-sabotaging behaviors that keeps us all from our goals. The first sabotaging behavior: we avoid or delay activities that would help us reach our goal. The second sabotaging behavior is that we constantly break promises to ourselves. The third self-sabotaging behavior that we do to keep us from our goal is that we take on way too much. We take on too much responsibilities. And the third self-sabotaging behavior that we use to keep us from our goal is that we refuse to accept or ask for help. When we think of someone who has self-sabotaging behaviors, what do we think? We think of someone who is lazy. We think of someone who isn't self-confident. We think of someone who is a bit of a pushover. And I can see you back there. I see you thinking, well, that's not me. I have tons of confidence. I'm driven. I'm not lazy. I get things done. I would say it's because of those traits, those confident, those driven traits that you have, is the reason why we self-sabotage. Let me give you an example of a situation to better describe self-sabotaging behaviors. Let's say you had a goal of losing weight. So you have decided every day you're going to wake up an extra hour early. You're going to wake up at 6 a.m. instead of 7. Just so you can go into your living room and do some exercises for an hour. Simple, right? When we think of a self-sabotaging behavior, we think, that person would hit the snooze button, roll over, and sleep for an extra couple of minutes. That's true. But it's very funny because we forget all of the self-sabotaging behaviors that happened before hitting that snooze button and rolling over and going back to sleep. Here's how it usually happens. You hear that alarm. You get up, you get dressed, and as you go to your living room, oh my God, the kitchen is a mess. How can you go work out with this messy kitchen? It has to be cleaned, so you clean the kitchen. You clean the kitchen for an hour, washing dishes, putting things away. And then the hour goes. Well, we'll do it next time. The next day wakes up. Oh my goodness. You realize that meeting at work that was supposed to be held in the afternoon is now going to be in the morning. You weren't expecting it. You're ready, but maybe if you just go over your notes for that meeting right now, you'll be ready for that meeting first thing in the morning. Or maybe you wake up at 6 a.m. You get dressed, you get ready to work out in your living room, and you get your phone to put on that favorite playlist, and you realize your phone's dead. You can't have a dead phone. So you go and you charge it. And as you charge your phone, you're just waiting for it to light up so that you can switch to your favorite workout music. Did you see what you did there? You put other tasks above the one that you were supposed to do. You have scheduled a time out for this particular activity that will get you to your goal. But hey, you just avoided that task by doing others. You avoided doing anything meaningful toward your goal because you had this incent need to do something else. Not only did you avoid doing what you needed to do, but you broke a specific promise to yourself. The promise of getting up and exercising every day. Those two sabotaging behaviors are right there. And 9 times out of 10, we don't even recognize it. Let me give you another example how self-sabotaging behaviors can sneak up on us. Let's say you think, I am going to starting your own business. I am going to go out on my own. I do such a good job. I help other people. This is great. Let's say you're the one who's known for having it all together. Family and friends come to you for advice. You're constantly praised at work for such a good job you do. You are trustworthy. So when somebody asks you, hey, can you help me? Say, sure, it's easy, no problem. And then if somebody says, hey, you're so good at this, can you help me with this? Sure, you got this. This is going to be no problem. And then another person comes to you and says, you're so trustworthy. See, we're putting a organization together through our community, and you would be perfect for the board. You think, yeah, sure. You got time for that. And you take that on. And then your job says, oh, we love what you did on that last report. Here's another report that we want you to do on top of the other reports that you're already doing. And then you say yes to more and more and more things. And then you see what happens. It just takes out all of your energy. All of your energy is going toward things that help other people. But what happened to your dream of opening your own business, of starting your own business, working for yourself. You have no more energy for that. You're constantly working towards other people's goals, other people's situations, helping them. And then you know what else happens? The resentment. You see those other people around you who aren't working as hard, who are not as stressed as you are. And you start resenting them, thinking they must be lazy because you're working so hard. Sometimes even your reputation as the person that has it all together can keep from somebody actually asking you if you need help. Because, hey, you might be offended by saying, hey, can I help you? Because you're supposed to be that person that has it all together. But because you are the person that has it all together, those people that you resent for not being as busy as you are, not being as stressed as you are, because you have it all together, you don't reach out a hand and ask for help. And here comes the true problem. Because you've put somebody else's goals above your own, because you've put so much energy into their goals, you run the risk of losing yourself, losing your identity, so that your goals are no longer your own. Your goals are based off of what other people give you. And what happens when other people don't give you your goals? When you lose that job, when that organization goes bankrupt, when that friend moves away, when your kids grow up and have lives of their own, you find yourself doing one of two things: desperately trying to claw on some identity, some goals of someone outside of yourself to latch on to fulfill yourself and your own identity. Or you just have a crisis because you realize you don't know yourself anymore. You've lost yourself because you've given all your goals away and you don't remember them anymore. So I urge you to think back on this video, on the two examples I gave you. Do any of them sort of resonate with you? Are you finding similarities to how you might be sneakily self-sabotaging yourself? And if you do, write them in the comments down below. If you like this video, I suggest you watch this next one. It's about how I remind you that you are not anyone's savior and you cannot save everyone. Until next time.